Hey guys, and welcome back to Mo's Barbecue. On this video, we are getting GQ'd, and we're going to be trying out some GQue rub and some GQue sauce. I just happened to have the pleasure of visiting Westminster, Colorado, and stopping by Jason's restaurant, GQue BBQ, and I must say, man, that is one top-notch joint. A lot of restaurants that I go to, you order their meats, and it just tastes like it's just been sitting around for a long time or all day in an oven or something. It just doesn't have that fresh barbecue flavor. I visited Jason's restaurant like around, I think it was around 6:37 p.m. and that food, he served me everything off the menu, and that food was incredible. Fresh barbecue flavor, everything was tender, moist, flavorful. His sauces are just off the hook. The layout of the restaurant, the feel of the restaurant is just incredible. I love just hanging out there. I could have hung out there all night long just drinking some beer. He also has a pretty decent bourbon menu. So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna get our offset smoker here lit up, and I wanted to show you guys this Cajun Dragon Propane fire starter. I saw Greg over Ballistic Barbecue using one of these, and I thought, I need a decent torch to get my grill started. Not only my grills, but my little fire pits that we have here at the house, and also when we go camping. So the good guys over at Cajun Dragon sent me over their deluxe version, which is it's actually a very long one, and they also sent over a smaller one here, and they're basically just a stainless steel tube that wraps around and has some ports right here, and then we just hook it up to a little camping propane bottle, and crank the gas on a little bit, light it up, and you got yourself a nice torch. Let's check this thing out. All right, I'm just going to use a little flame to get it going. And that's not even full speed open, but that thing's got a lot of power. So let's get this into our firebox to get our charcoal started. All right, so the Cajun Dragon has been on for about 3 to 4 minutes. I'm starting to see the charcoal's getting lit here. Go ahead and turn this off. And we'll give this a little time for everything to come up. And let's get our ribs ready. All right, so what I got here is a nice rack of St. Louis cut spare ribs. We got our GQue rub here. I'm going to flip it over. I went ahead and removed the membrane. Totally optional. Go ahead and liberally coat the back side, and we'll hit the front side. All right, we're going to go ahead and let these hang out for a little bit. Our smoker is coming to temp. We're looking at 250. I'm going to keep it around 250 the closest I can. I usually stay around 250, 260 with my pit. All right, so our pit's just about there. It takes about an hour for my pit to kind of get going, warm up, get to the right temp. It's kind of like me in the mornings, it just takes me a while to get going. So I'm going to hit it lightly with a second coat of rub here, just to get that rub flavor in there. And our pit's sitting right now about 245. Also got a little bit of rib trimmings. That's going to be for me later. For this cook, I'm going to be using some hickory. I got some nice dried hickory here. I know GQue BBQ uses hickory in on their cook, so we're going all hickory. All right, we're going to give this about, 3 hours or so. I am going to foil on this cook, so I will see you then. All right, guys, we are at the 3-hour mark. And our ribs are looking really good. Got some nice color to them. Got a nice little bend. So let's go ahead and get these foiled. What we got going on here is some brown sugar and some parquet butter. And I'm also going to hit it with GQue's topper sauce. We're going to add a little bit to our mixture here. And this will help make a nice glaze. In Jason's restaurant, when you get your ribs cut, they dip it in a glaze, which I'm assuming is something like this. Now, I don't know exactly, but I'm guessing. So I'm going to add just a little bit more brown sugar on the bottom, some squeezed butter, and a little bit more of that topper sauce. Get these foiled up nice and tight. All right, we got it meat side down, and we're going to take it for about another hour, hour and a half. All right, so here are ribs right out of the smoker. Got beautiful color on these. The bowl got some pullback on the meat here. So a little recap: we did 3 hours on the smoker, and then I wrapped with some brown sugar, some squeezed butter, and a little bit of the GQue topper sauce. Wrapped it up tightly and gave that about an hour. I think it was about an hour and a half. Unfoiled it and let it sit in the smoker for about another hour. So we're about 5.5 hours total. And what I have here is a little bit of that glaze. I actually used most of it on the chicken wings that I have on the grill too. So I'm just gonna give this a quick hit with the glaze. And over at the GQue restaurant, I noticed that when they serve the ribs, they actually dip it in a glaze of some sort. And from what I was told, it's just like a brown sugar type glaze, a nice sweet glaze. So I'm not sure what it is. Didn't bother to ask any top secret recipes. So this is what I'm gonna attempt to duplicate here. And at this point, I'm gonna go ahead and slice off some ribs. Nice and tender. All right, let's take a look. Nice and juicy. I couldn't ask for a better piece of rib right here, so let's give this a bite. All right, so let's see if we GQ'd it. So there you have it. Nice bite through, tender, smoky. That's it right there. That's championship barbecue ribs in my opinion. If I do say so myself. You've got to give these a try. Go check out GQue's website. Get yourself some GQue BBQ. If you're ever over in Westminster, Colorado, stop by and try out the restaurant. Say hi to Jason. Killer restaurant, man. Remember, hit that thumbs up. Subscribe if you haven't. I will definitely see you guys on the next run. Happy grilling.